2, 3. Hey, my precious sweet ones. So good to see you again. I miss your faces more than you can imagine. We're going to have our library time right now. Of course, we always start with words from the best book. And I got to say, this is one of my favorite verses ever. Hebrews 6:19. And I'm going to read it to you. Put on my eyeballs. All right, here we go. It says a lot about Jesus. It talks about him, and then it says this in verse 19. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. And all of that. Jesus is the anchor of our soul in these weird times. And I just want to remind you to press into him, to get up close to him right now. We're going to read a book about a toy boat, a boy that made a boat. And the boat wanted to kind of get away from his maker. And maybe you've done that. In fear, drifted away, but he wants you to come back to him and feel his security during these days. All right, so the toy boat, it's a 3.2 level. The book number is 117615, and I'll put that, okay, so your mom or dad can read it to you. Toy boat. A little boy had a toy boat. He made it from a can, a cork, a yellow pencil, and some white cloth. The boy loved the boat, and they were never far apart. They bathed together, they slept together. And every day they would go down to the lake and sail all afternoon. The boy held the boat by a string and never let go. Most of the time this was nice for the boat, but sometimes the little toy boat, would look out at big boats gliding across the lake and wonder what it would feel like to sail free. One blustery afternoon, a dark cloud rolled over the lake. The boy's mom pulled him back toward the house. Her tug made him drop the boat's string. The boy cried as the little boat floated away. Boat, he called, boat! But nothing could be done. Wind and rain pushed the little boat into deep waters. There it bobbed on high waves, topped with foam. In time, a black and green tugboat with a row of old tires on its side chugged past. Its windows looked like tired eyes that seemed to say, move along, as it pushed the little toy boat aside with its wake. The little toy boat worked so hard to stay afloat, it almost didn't see the giant ferry in its path. The ferry had 2 flags and a red smokestack and a horn that bellowed, move along! A gust of wind blew the little toy boat out of the way just in time. A speedboat raced by, flat and sharp, with flames on its side. Its motor screamed, move along! Its draft made the little boat's sail quiver. Feeling small and scared, the little boat drifted out toward a fleet of sailboats, racing home to get out of the rain. The little toy boat neared a large sloop. Its hull was white and its sails were trimmed in blue. For a moment, the 2 boats cut through the choppy waves side by side, and the little toy boat felt big. Then the white boat tilted high on its side, spraying the little toy boat with water, warning, move along. Its hull near full, its sails soaked, the little toy boat looked like it would sink. How it missed the boy. Under the yellow moon, the little toy boat drifted all night, alone and scared. But then, early in the morning, it was a humble little fishing boat way out in the middle of the lake. Its paint was peeling, and the dents on its side said it knew how it felt to be pushed around on the lake. The fishing boat spied the little toy boat and carefully began to circle it. As it did, something wonderful happened. The little toy boat began to turn as well, and its sail caught a breeze. Soon it was sailing, really sailing, alongside the fishing boat, and the little toy boat felt strong. I'm moving along, it shouted to the wind. It felt so good that it didn't notice when the fishing boat motored on. It didn't notice the stone beach or the yellow bench on the nearby shore, and it didn't notice the boy. Not until he called out, boat! Boat! The little toy boat waved its sail excitedly. The boy waved back. That night, They bathed together, they slept together. And the next day they went down to the lake together. The boy held the boat by a string and every so often let go. But the little toy boat always came back. It knew just where it wanted to be. Let's see if that's the end. Still turn the page. The end, the little boat. Reminds me kind of the story of the prodigal son that went away from the father. And he did all that rough living, and then in the end he realized, I just want to be with the Father. It's the safest place to be. So in these times that are strange and you're home a lot with your family, maybe you feel some fears, just rush back to the Father. He longs to be with you. Jesus is the anchor of our soul, just like the good book says, the Bible says. I love you so dearly. I'll post this on the site and look for the number if you want to take the AR test. Have a wonderful day. Love you.